Let's take a quick look now at the variety of MIDI effects that are included within Ableton Live. Currently have a clip up here ready to play. So if you want to follow along and you have access to the project files, open up the file Midi Fx demo. I'm going to launch this now. And I'm going to enable the first MIDI effects, the arpeggiator. So long as the note is coming in, it'll arpeggiate. We can enable the hold. Pull this back a little bit and enable the hold. So then no matter how long or short a note is, it'll always be playing back. This is how fast it repeats. We can slow it down. Instead of 16th notes, it's now doing 8th notes. Let's go back up to 16th and 24th. And this enables us to create patterns of notes that move a lot. We have the ability to change their length. Now they're longer. Now they're shorter. We can also offset the repeats or change their transposition. Let's listen to that now. It's set to 1 octave. Let's do it over 2 octaves. So we can change that with a combination of these two parameters. We can also change the strength of each repeat here. It gets softer. So every time it re-triggers, it goes back to original value. So that's our arpeggiator. After that, we have a velocity curve setting. So we can change hard notes into soft notes or vice versa and add some different qualities, limiting the output of the highest velocity or the lowest note velocity. Let's listen to this. This is pretty harsh. Beginning. So I've set the velocity to put a curve on it so that it'll only go so high. Here's our limit, 62 up high, because this one was too hard. So you've got a variety of features here. I'm going to leave that in place as we move on. This is a single transposition, so if you wish something was in a different key, you can move it by steps. Up 3 steps for now currently. Down 4. And I'm bypassing or turning it off here. Back to original. Now the chord device is like many of these together. We have several tunings we can engage at the same time. We can also alter their velocity, and this will be in relationship to the notes as they came in. I'll turn this on and you see that I've got 3 of these ready to shift. So for every note that comes in, we're adding one that's 5 half steps above it, 9 half steps above it. Let's go ahead and pull this to 12 below. So we can go above or below, and we have up to 6 transpositions. Now we're either multiplying or subtracting, adding or subtracting velocity from the notes as they come in. Let's listen to this. And back out. So it means now we can play and get quite a bit of variety. Let's turn on the record arm button. So get automatic harmony here. Let's go on now to note length. Turning it on. Now all notes are set to be very short. Medium. And back to original. We can also change their velocity and decay time, etc. over here. After that we have random, which is going to change the pitch of the notes in an unpredictable way. We can control the amount of chance or how likely it is to affect or alter the notes that come in. Next to that we have scale, which can take a series of notes and remap them. So basically what I've said here is if a C comes in, really play it as a C sharp. A C sharp will stay a C sharp. And so if you want to study this in manual and get a feel for this, it's great. But listen now. We're basically in C. Now moved everything up to C sharp. This is what happens when we combine random and let's also put chord back on. So here's the order. We've got a chord device, adding 3 harmonies. Each of these original notes and their harmonies will come through random. being moved around to who knows where, and then reconfined back into the key of C sharp here using the scale. Now all that's kind of high, so I'm going to transpose the entire thing down 12 steps. A little bit muddy. Let's try it. So you can quickly see that by using a combination of these devices we can get some very interesting results. Let's engage the arpeggiator as one last trick. Turning it on here through its on-off switch and listen. So you can see we have quite a bit of power within these MIDI effects, and the manual has a very detailed section on each of these. Next we'll take a quick look at the audio effects.